Oh crap! I forgot to do the intro.
Well,
Whoops.
woo!
What is up, Bucs fans? Way to start the show with a little bloopers there, but it's all good. We are live here on a Monday. It's another
Big
vic-
doggy!
yeah, let the big dogs eat. Another victory Monday as the Buccaneers win their fourth straight. They put up 40 points. This offense can't be stopped. Defense is coming together. Mark, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, or not even like a month ago, we were talking about, we might have to fire the coach. We might have to change this and that, but that's the Buccaneers for you. They find ways in the second half. And Todd Bowles is 9-3 in December as Buccaneers head coach, so he knows how to win when it matters. How are we feeling? How are we doing on this Monday?
It always feels better when the sun goes to sleep on time and when the Buccaneers win a damn football game. And it's what, 4 in a row now?
Yeah,
Can you
four
believe
in a
it?
row.
You get Todd Bowles screaming, yeah. You get Baker Mayfield dancing, crazy screams in the locker room.
Yeah,
Uh, a defense that looks like a defense, right? I mean, it's comical though. Like we've been talking about this all day. Why the hell the changes now? And you didn't do one damn thing prior.
yeah,
You're doing more with less right now than you were doing with Antoine Winfield Jr. on the field. You're doing more now than you're doing with Jordan Whitehead on the field. Like you're moving Cansey around, Yaya Diaby inside. You're using safeties as linebackers. Russell played fantastic. I got to give him tip of the hat to that guy.
hmm
But I mean, Ryan Neal playing linebacker. You said it, Bless. He's pretty good at that position, but he's just multiple. Like, I think
yeah,
it's messing with quarterbacks' heads, saying, "Oh, why the hell is there a safety there?" That when they're a linebacker there, and he's just being multiple with it and using your best linebacker to his best abilities,
yeah,
and then Cansey just being a damn puzzle piece. You don't know where the hell he's coming from, and it's why the hell wasn't this earlier? We've been talking about this since the beginning of the season. Like
hmm
he used to move people around all over the place, and he's not doing that. And now we're getting healthy at the right time with certain players. Yeah,
hmm
still Winfield's hurt on the shelf, but JTS came back. You saw massive. I mean, not in an aspect of sacks, but
right.
coverage guy. He's one of our best coverage linebackers, and it showed. And just reading screens and stuff like that. Cansey looking like a damn linebacker slash defensive end, tackle, do everything. I mean, the defense is something else when Todd Bowles is changing things up. I don't know
Mhm.
why he's just slow to do it. And it's I guess December's his month. He just waits for that. And we're tied with the Bills for the most wins in December since 2020. That is unreal. But
Mhm.
yeah, offense puts up 40. Great fun game to watch after the first half
Right.
with total domination. And we're yelling at each other. Like if they just don't damn to turn over the ball, Bucks win this game by at least 10. And what do you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, yeah, there's a point at that game where, there was two straight I think it was tied 10-10. And then obviously two turnovers in four plays. You go down 17-10. You make it 17-13 at half, and then obviously dominate the second half 27-0. Just completely taking over the game. But if you guys are just joining us, again, you're watching Real Buck Stock here live on a Monday. It's the Buccaneers' fourth win in a row. They moved to 8-6 on the season. They pretty much controlled their destiny as far as the NFC South. They have an opportunity to get the third seed in the playoffs, possibly if they win out. So it's quite a turnaround from not just, a month ago where we were sitting at 4-6, probably debating if this team is even going to make the playoffs. But now they've found a way to, turn things around and obviously play more consistent. Opponents help with that, but they've done a great job of just fixing things internally and playing more consistent football. So that's important. With that said, let's take a look at the numbers. And obviously, it was, like Mark was saying, a very good defensive game when you can hold a quarterback under 200 yards passing. That is always a good thing. They didn't run the ball, 11 carries, 32 yards. Now, a lot of that is why run the ball against the Bucs when you can pass so successfully like other teams have done. But it just shows like you took the opposing team out of what they want to do. The Chargers are a type of team that wants to control the ball, play it slow, try to grind it out and win in the fourth quarter. But obviously didn't have that opportunity. And again, Bucs offense led by Baker Mayfield, Bucky Irving, Mike Evans being Hall of Fame receiver like always. And then on defense, shout out to Levante David, as he is just a man, like you put on Twitter, just doesn't age. He's going to be 35, I think, sometime later this month. And it's just crazy how he just keeps getting better and better. It doesn't seem like there's much of a drop off.
I mean, insane. The speed's there. Like I remember earlier in the season, you were saying, "Oh, the speed's probably dropped off."
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I was saying, you're just doing too damn much. You're asking him to cover, get in after the quarterback, occupy space. Like it. Now he's playing to what he sees and just going, letting other people do their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You can play pretty fast when you're like that, right?
Yeah.
Taking on 300-pound men at what is he, 210, 215? He ain't no 220, but
yeah.
I mean, guy is an animal. And then Bucky Irving seems like every damn game he's in and healthy, he makes one massive play. I couldn't believe that the Mike Evans touchdown was the longest play of the year, 57 yards. I feel like we've had so many big plays. I guess it's just been 20-yard chunks here and there, but
yeah,
that was cool to see. And yeah, where is it? Jeremy, I think, said it. Bud Campbell, J-Mac been stepping up about time.
Mm-hmm.
J-Mac could have had an even bigger game if Baker's accuracy is better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had a damn game. Sideline catches, middle of the field catches, the touchdown. I mean, that was just a schemed up perfect pass or perfect schemed up play.
Mm-hmm.
But he did everything correct in that game. I think he missed one block and he got upset about it. You could see him on the sitting down like, damn it, I missed. But literally everything that I saw, like he was just executing left and right, and it shows 75 yards and a touchdown. 5 of his 6 targets he caught. So he did damn well. And that one target he missed, it was thrown so far behind him and it should have been an interception. Like that's something Baker needs to fix. And you and I have talked about this. You can't encourage bad behavior. He could have had 3 interceptions this game. Like Mike Evans being the best DB on this team, knocking one down. The one I just mentioned to Jalen McMillan behind him.
Yeah.
Should have been. It was exact same almost play as the Mike Evans interception. Just threw it right behind him and gave the DB an opportunity to intercept it, or the linebacker to intercept it. But yeah, when Baker's on, yes, he's on. But when he's inaccurate, it's not a pretty thing. It's almost like the Panthers interception where he threw it right to the guy on his first damn play back after Trask got back.
Yeah.
He's still great. Don't get me wrong. Baker can do some amazing things, but he's just got to clean some things up because we can put up 40 against the number 1 points against defense. Insane.
Yeah. What's crazy is he started this game 9 of 10. And then on that 11th pass, it was intercepted. So it was like, the guy just starts so well. He's been playing specifically strong in the first quarter. Then the second quarter has been his big bugaboo. It's 9 interceptions in the second quarter this season so far, and that has been his issue. I even made the joke today on Twitter that maybe the Buccaneers should put Kyle Trask in the second quarter and just let Bucky and Rashad take over as far as the run game and throw screens all day, and then Baker can come back in the second half. And in the second half, he's been terrific, especially in the fourth quarter. And that's been probably the biggest signs for this team over this run so far is just how they're finishing games. They are finding ways to really put teams away and making the plays when it matters. I think what you're seeing is this team is maturing. The rookies are stepping up. They're getting more discipline and just better overall with their understanding of nuance and concepts, executing at a higher level. I want to get back to the defense because, like you mentioned, Jamel Dean with an interception. We have to shout out our guy Logan Hall. he made some plays. He got 1.5 sacks. So give him credit. He got 2 tackles on the day. But also, Kayvon Merriweather, again, not a big stat game, but like you said, and just watching film and us watching film, played a pretty solid game at safety. He was playing pretty conservative, but I think that was by intention. They just don't want to give any big plays up down the field. They gave up a couple 20-yard plays, but nothing huge from that standpoint. So he did his job. And then J.J. Russell, Ryan Neal.
Just to talk on the Merriweather, like you were saying, playing conservative because people in front of him were being so aggressive. Right. I'd rather you be that conservative, and if a guy catches it, you're right there to bring him down. There was no over the top and then yak. It was like the 120-yarder to the tight end that they caught it. Yeah, like Izzian should have been further back. Levante should have been a little bit further back. Merriweather sealed it right there and had to make them earn to get the touchdown in that drive. Like, it wasn't just a gifted massive gainer like that. He played his assignment and good to him. I mean, he played safe when he was deep, and then when he was close, he was aggressive. He just did his job, and the stats don't show it, but he was doing everything he was supposed to do. There was no communication breakdowns like Todd Bowles likes to say, but overall, clean game from Merriweather.
Yeah, and and then J.J. Russell, Ryan Neal, like you said, the combination of them at linebacker and even JTS as a linebacker, I thought was really cool to see. Just some really good jobs overall as far as creativity. And Robert says it here on Twitter. Again, very creative defensive schemes. And I think that is what we've all been asking from Todd Bowles. That's what makes him who he is. Like, that is how he should play, and he really dialed it up in this game. I think he blitzed on, I want to say 59% of the snaps. He was really aggressive, came after it. And it's not just like all out blitzes all the time. It's not cover zero. He did that, but it wasn't, every single time. It was more of 5, 6, 6-man pressures, or even 6-man defensive fronts, I think was very important. So that was cool to see overall. And then just better utilization of the players. Kalijah Cansey, like we were talking about, giving him opportunities to match up and get one-on-ones against different players. So yeah, that needs to continue. I just wish this continuation, and I guess it shows how important Jamel Dean is, right? Like having that 2 corners that he can trust, that plays a big role. And it also shows why Bryce Hall was the huge injury of this season.
Yeah, because I mean, when you do send that many blitzes in, those outside corners are on an island. They need to be assignment sound and at least contest a catch. I mean, you saw way too many easy conversions and yards after catch, right? Or just wide the hell open. There was no conservative, or there was just someone not there. And that's where Todd Bowles can say, there was a blown assignment. Yeah, but he likes to say it's a lot of miscommunication. You know what the hell the defensive play call is prior to the snap. Like, sometimes maybe it was the corners, because I remember after the bye, I was like, we're going to see what this defense is going to look like when it's Dean McCullum and Tyke Smith in there, because that they'd hold it down. They're that good. Yeah. And that does allow Bowles to get after it and be creative, but still, like, maybe it was because Cansey was hurt early in the season. He didn't have the dogs to go after it. And that's why Logan Hall was his dog, I guess. But
yeah.
I mean, either way, find ways to be creative. Like, maybe it was because Chris Braswell was the other guy, and he has to learn a lot. Like you say, you have to take 7 years to learn this damn defense. And KJ Britt was literally that big of a liability. I mean, yeah, you had 2 massive holes. You had Funderburk on one side,
Right.
allowing one whole side of the field to be open, and then the middle of the field wide the hell open with KJ Britt. So, yeah, I think he lost the starting job, hands down.
Right.
And we just need to stay healthy in those outside corners because anything besides those three, it's tough. And just stay healthy, guys. You're looking good. Todd Bowles knows what he's doing with those guys there. He's trusting them a lot more, but is it that bad of a drop off? I mean, I think Hayes had a little bit of he did okay at some point, but then he got hurt again. So it's just injury
Right.
after injury. This the rotations are helping a lot too. Like Cansey and Vita Vea are not in on every down. I think you get mad at that. Sometimes you're like, oh, you got to earn the money, but I think those rotation reps are working.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 cents on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just rotating your personnel to benefit. Again, I think Todd Bowles is actually taking a lesson from Liam Coen. It's players over plays, understanding what your guys do well, maximizing their opportunities, and that's all we've been asking for from a defensive standpoint. You use your your jokers or your playmakers back there on defense, like JTS, like Kalijah Cansey, Vita Vea, even creating havoc like he does. So moving these guys, utilizing those pieces to benefit you, that takes your defense to another level. But it's not just that. We're going to talk about that here coming up. We want to let the people join us here as we get the show going. I know it was a late announcement, but if you are here, be sure to hit that like button. We appreciate all the support. Leave us down, comments. People in the chat are, Jeremy and Bud are asking great questions, so we'll get to those. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in there, or just comments overall. We love to hear it. So, yeah, definitely much better, and the structure. But with that said, I also want to let me go back here. Crap, I just had it. I want to go over some news that the Buccaneers did. Here we go. So I want to I want to bring this up. Let me bring this back here. Buccaneers added this guy, Deion Jones, veteran linebacker. I know it's to the practice squad, but still, this guy is a veteran. He's a guy that could be a potential player for this defense as far as just bringing overall, pass coverage and ability to help us out even more. And I'm really excited to see if he gets some snaps in here soon. I don't know if it will be any coming up, or maybe they're saving him for potential playoffs. It will just be exciting to see if he can get in there and earn some opportunities.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't take the 7 years like you mentioned. I mean, he's a veteran. Does he still have legs under him? Is the true question because he's dealt with injuries too.
Mm.
But either way, like yes, Russell's looking good right now. But if you can add him to the rotation in there, Kirk Cousins just threw a pick. Good. Now Oakland do something with it.
Yeah.
Ritter, get pissed. Overall, I mean, I really like the signing. It's a veteran, that a guy that plays with speed, knows how to cover in space. It's like I said, it's does he still have legs underneath him?
Right.
And it's a good time to get a veteran like that, though. Like
Yeah.
end of the season, they're not bruised, battered, and beat up. He's just been sitting on the sideline waiting. Let's see. I mean, that it's almost like the 49ers moved from last year. They got like everyone that was a name on defense last year. I was like, how is that even possible? How do you have that many good guys? And it's just, yeah, guys waiting, and okay, I found an opportunity. Let me get in there. And it's wide open. I know Russell had a great game, but I mean, he's a bigger name. Awareness will help in that aspect, but let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, let's ride the hot hand right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, a great question here from Bud Campbell talking about Buccaneers are doing very well on the road. They're, I think, 5-2 so far. Does it worry you about getting home field advantage, having our worst home record? The Buccaneers are 3-4 at home. Mark, I'll let you take this. I mean, are you worried at all if the Buccaneers have a home playoff game?
Now, if we're worried about that, there's a lot of other things to worry about. I mean,
Right.
I take whatever you can. If you can win enough games to get a home field advantage, go ahead and do it. I mean, like you were saying, if we win out, we can be the number 3 seed.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious, right?
Mhm.
From potentially firing your head coach, moving on to this guy just corrected the whole ship and we could be winning out.
Mm,
I mean, I'll take it and we'll see what happens when that arises. But
yeah.
just keep winning what's in front of you. It has nothing to do with what happened in the past. We're fixing the issues. So the team's getting healthy at the right time.
Mm,
I mean, Coen has this offense humming since day one,
yeah.
even with players going down or not. And McMillan, if he can be that Chris Godwin type, look the hell out. Like we're
Mm,
talking Evans over the top, Otten anything underneath. Bucky
mm,
Irvin is your lightning in a bottle. And if McMillan can be anything, it's hard to stop this offense, especially with the offensive line that they have.
mm. Yeah. No, I agreed. I think, if the Buccaneers went out, they'll have a winning record at home. They'll be 5-4 on the year. They'll be obviously 8-2, or no, not 8-2, 6-2 on the road. So obviously, yeah, getting the 3 seed would be huge. And I think just having a home playoff game, that has to help you out because again, home field in the playoffs does matter. I mean, it does make a difference. We saw it last year against Philadelphia. Um, and the Buccaneers put up a good fight against Detroit. So
Mhm.
we'll just have to see how it plays out. But overall, this game, Buccaneers really took over in the second half. Shout out to the Buccaneers offensive line and just defensive line. And that's where they're winning up front right now. They're finding ways to win with their front seven and with their offensive line. And that's making the difference. But hope you guys are enjoying the show. Again, be sure to hit that like button. With that said, we are going to jump into the film now. We're going to jump into the offense and kind of go over just what has been working so well for this Buccaneers offense. And we're going to do a little different tonight. We're going to start it off with Mike Evans, number 13. He is the best player probably of franchise history, or at least one of the best in franchise history. And he was on something else in this game. They really did a great job of isolating him, finding one-on-one matchups, and getting him targets. As you see here, just running a nice little quick slant, but they isolate him with space, have nice Kate Otten breaking away, opening up that space, and then Mike Evans winning. So really good concept and play overall.
And this is just good recognition by Baker too, like realizing, okay, they're just dropping back, two safeties dropping back. Mike's going to beat a man. If there's no one right over the top, get it to him and let him run. And when Baker's making quick decisions and reading safeties over the top, he's doing good. I mean, just get it to your best player in space. He's usually going to win one-on-ones. Usually, if someone's trying to cover him one-on-one, Mike's usually going to win more than 50% of the time.
Right.
And just good setup, Mike catch, keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And then again, here is the big play, the big touchdown play. Baker again buying time, and a great job by Mike Evans coming all the way across from the other side of the field. You have a really good concept here where Mike Evans is basically running a drag or in route where he's coming across, and you have McMillan going over the top, drawing two defenders. And then all that space there, Mike's going to make a play, makes one guy miss, and finds a way to get into the end zone.
McMillan attempt to block, but hey, the fact that he drew two defenders, you gotta love to see that. And then no one goes with Mike, throws up the hand.
Yeah.
Just Baker on the move is best. I mean, I remember they were moving the platform in the second half, just getting him moving. Like he's just more comfortable when he's moving. I don't understand it, but maybe it's just more breakdown. Players are easier to see. But Baker, look at this throw. Right to him. You gotta love to see that. And Mike, yards after the catch. The past 2 years, he's been like a yard after the catch monster, and you love to see it. Here we go again. Here's the second touchdown. Again, great recognition. I'll let you break this down.
Yeah, this I love the play call. This is 3rd down and 12, and the Buccaneers take a shot at the end zone. They haven't really gone deep this year, and I think they caught the Chargers out of position here. They were supposed to be playing 3 deep, so I don't know where the other safety was going. Elijah Molden creeps up. I guess he thought Mike was going to cut across, but he did not. And then, he just creates that separation, and it's an easy pitch and catch, and just a great throw by Baker and Mike coming down with it.
Yeah, this is called taking a risk and trying to go for they're thinking that he's going to go for the first down, going to the sticks, giving that little head fake to the sideline. Okay, let me just turn around and sit. Nope, he didn't sit at all. He went over the top. They went for the money touchdown. Coen having massive balls to call this on a third down.
Yeah.
And also great execution by Baker, recognizing safety got down. Great fake by Mike Evans to give the look and then drive through. Great throw. Baker to Evans. What a great connection. Opposite field view or end zone view. Look at this. Perfect.
Yeah. And just want to highlight the offensive line. Again, they are just doing a great job blocking. This is Cody Mock, I think, one-on-one on Joey Bosa, and he just locks him up. And then, again, great double team here to the left with Bredesen and Barton, pretty much just finishing that guy off. And then Wirfs and Gedeke just doing what they do. They lock people down, and just great overall play. And that was a big strike. And then here's a great concept. We talked about this one earlier, Mark, off air, just how they set Mike up. Again, he does a little fake out route, comes back in with the slant. This could have been a potential touchdown again if this guy doesn't make a great tackle, because he catches Mike Evans' shirt here. If he doesn't, it's probably 6. But yeah, still just a great overall play.
I like Todd Bowles' comment. His shirt's too heavy. He needs to get a lighter shirt.
Yeah.
That probably is a touchdown if he doesn't get his shirt like that. But I mean, either way, monster game for Mike Evans. I got to pull it back one more time. This is an amazing concept. This is stuff you're seeing in college football, like giving the fake out. This is guys going to be a clear out. So they think, oh, do I switch, right? Do the corners and safety switch because of what's happening? The communication is going to have to go on there. You're going to make them think. Like, that is a great play, like all around. And this is stuff where Coen's throwing this every week, something new wrinkle that they practice here time and time again in training camp, but it's beautiful to see in live game action. And now Jalen McMillan, what'd you see with him?
Yeah, Jalen McMillan. I mean, we talked also about this, how he needs to step up, and you're seeing the evolution of his game. He's definitely taken a step forward, just being more comfortable. But I like the concept here. Everyone is going with Bucky Irving. You can see how much eyeballs or attention he draws. You see the shift in the middle of the defense, wide open for McMillan. This is easy pitch and catch. That is awesome to see.
Yeah, look at number 3. You got the linebacker shading over. This guy's going to immediately just drop in. Yes, Kate Otton's there too, but still, it's just so much attention to all the motion going to the right. Middle of the field's wide the hell open. Get Jalen McMillan for a massive gainer.
Yep. And then again, here, same concept where they run a escort screen to the top of the play, and you see all the attention go that direction. It just opens up the space behind the linebackers, and McMillan's wide open. And great job by Sterling Shepard to draw 2 defenders, which is awesome. And yeah, I mean, this is just great offense. It's creating opportunities. And like you said, if this is a better thrown ball, maybe he does score on this one, or at least gets inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, just awesome play.
But it's also credit this. It's because we throw this so often. So that their recap, their film study is they like to throw the easy completion. That's why Baker's got like a 70% completion percentage. They like to throw these little quick screens to the running back. They have running backs that can catch a ball. Holy cow, get to them. Don't let them get yards after the catch. You overcommit. And this is when timing and play call meet together. This is perfect. And then execution behind it. Like that is what you want to see. And yes, better placement could have potentially been a touchdown or get down to the 10. But it is what it is. Still, the converted big gainer.
Yeah. And now here, guys, you're probably wondering, why are we showing the Commanders game?
What's that?
But yeah, what is this? But this is a concept that we saw in this game yesterday. And basically, this is the one that got away in week 1. They had it wide open, could have been a touchdown, and I would have been a rich man, but it didn't happen. So Liam Cohen's like, you know what? We're going to come back to it in week 15, and it's just a different variation where it's a 3-by-1, and it works this time. Wide open, great ball by Baker. make sure he can't drop it this time.
Right?
And it was just an awesome play design.
Beautiful. Drop it in. Drop it in the breadbasket. Let's get a touchdown. Catch the ball.
Yep.
And then Bucky doing Bucky things. Exciting, explosive. Usually the first guy doesn't get him down. Derwin James, I guess he just didn't underestimated the quickness, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bucky, I think that's what makes Bucky and Rashad so well, because Rashad is kind of that kind of wear you down, and just his change of pace that he brings. But then Bucky is like so quick and elusive, and just his ability to shoot out of a cannon is awesome. And he did that there. Here's the reverse angle where, again, just great blocking and acceleration. The receivers being physical with their blocking, that is huge in the run game, and just ability to break away here.
Like I was saying too, look at McMillan getting in there blocking. This is
Yeah.
one where he did actively continue to block. He only missed, I think, one. And it's just showing that big runs like that are because everyone is consistently doing their job. And here's the big one, 57 or 54 yarder.
Right.
Yeah, this is where his 4.6 speed is, I guess, showing. He doesn't have the 4.3 speed, but still, look, it doesn't matter. Look at all the blocks coming in. You got a pull by Bredesen. You got O'Keefe as a fullback blocking him. But look at Cody Mock and Luke Gedeke pave the road here. Get the hell out of the way. Gedeke chips in that one, gets the second level, gets the linebacker. O'Keefe gets the other linebacker. And Bucky's like, you gave me all this damn space? Fine. I'm running to it. Breaks the first tackle. Usually makes first man miss. Gone. And if he has a little bit more speed to him, probably a touchdown. But still, huge gainer. Loved everything about that play. Do you want to add anything on that one?
No, we can take it to the reverse angle as you let it run here. But yeah, just great overall just play call. And I love the personnel grouping. You have 13 personnel. Great blocking here by O'Keefe, Luke Gedeke, Cody Mock, and then K-Dot and my man, tight end one, basically locking up Derwin James. You love to see it. Ben Bredesen getting Joey Bosa. And then just the explosion by Bucky Irving. Again, yeah, not the fastest long speed, but his quick speed is there. And his ability to just surprise defenders is outstanding. And then you change that up with Rachaad White and play to his strengths on this nice little quick screen outside the goal line. Great block again by Cody Mock. He is a Pro Bowl player. And then Mike Evans blocking downfield. Easy touchdown for Rachaad White. That's his 6th receiving touchdown on the year. I think he's only 2 shy of Mike Allstott's franchise record for receiving touchdowns, which is 13. Crazy to think about.
Yeah, because, remember earlier in the year, everyone's yelling Bucky, but make him the starter. You got 2 starters. You got 2 pretty much number ones. Rachaad White can do damn near anything. He just doesn't have the explosiveness that Bucky Irvin has. It doesn't mean he doesn't have plenty of traits that you can use to your advantage. But give Cody Mock some damn credit. Look at him get out there and get that linebacker. Look at that. Let me get my long arms on you and then bear down. Look at that. Beautiful. That's the only guy that could have gotten him. Rachaad White, do the rest. Love when you can execute. And I love how he's right there celebrating with him. We got it, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we go back to the one bad play of the night, which was, Baker Mayfield's interception. Again, great concept.
Mega crap.
Yeah, mega crap. Again, perfect concept. You have it open. You just got to throw to space here. Again, he's late with his delivery. I think once he gets to that back foot, he just needs to let that ball go, trust it, and deliver it. That's going to be the big thing that we see here. And it's unfortunately intercepted.
Yeah, but exact same thing with the McMillan potential could have been interception. It's just behind him.
Yeah.
You just throw it to space, throw it to where you see people. Look at it. When you're looking at it from this angle, you're thinking, okay, he's there. He can intercept that. You're throwing over him. You're lofting this to space. Look at everyone running away. You got to throw this over the top of the linebacker and right to him. There's no way this guy's going to make a play on that if you're throwing it over here.
Right.
If he catches that in stride, number 7's the only guy that can kind of get him. And that's after a huge gain. But you turn the tables and look what happens. Yeah. Do you want to jump right into the defense, or you want to talk on the offense a little bit more?
Let's go before we get to the defense, which is going to be fun to watch just because they're playing so much better. I want to take a quick look at the overall stats here and just how close, obviously Mike Evans is to 1,000 yards. And We talked about these running backs again. Bucky Irving probably going to get over 1,000 yards, which is great for a running back. He is the best graded rookie from PFF, which is awesome to see. And he'd probably get rookie of the year if it wasn't for quarterbacks and Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. And then Rachaad White still having a really good year, his best average so far in his career at 573. But both of these backs are going to get over 1,000 yards from scrimmage, which is awesome. So really proud of that. I think that is awesome to see. And then you look at Mike Evans, he is right there. Just needs, I think, what is that, 251 yards to get to 1,000, which I think he can do it. He should have a big game this week against Dallas. And again, my boy Cade Otton, he's taken the reins, 59 catches. He's the leading receiver right now for this team as far as receptions. Obviously, that'll probably change with Mike Evans coming aboard.
Because they're going to try to push for that.
Yep.
1K. But I mean, either way, like you may try and push for that 1,000-yard season, but he's producing. It's not like forced throws. These are throws down the field at crucial times. He's getting these touchdowns. It's not just force feeding in a crap game. And you love to see it. Again, healthy at the right times. Go back to receiving, Rachaad White's receiving yards.
Yeah. Rashaad's got 339 receiving yards, 7.9 average, 6 touchdowns on the year. So again, not huge numbers. I think he was a little bit better as far as per yards attempt last year, as per catch. It was a little higher, but still having a great season. Bucky Irving as well. I mean, that's pretty good conversion rate, 38 of 40. And then you have 43 of 48. So these guys are doing a pretty good job just being that extra boost in the passing game.
I mean, this is what Coen does, though. He's using his weapons to his advantage.
Yep. And McMillan's coming on. He's coming.
Yeah. That's not the best conversion rate, 22 of 40, but
no. But he's getting stronger, especially with these last 2 games. He's catching. It seems like he's catching most of his targets lately, so that is good news.
Oh, this game was clean. Really clean. Like that's the best game I think he's had as a professional. Even though last week was the 2 touchdowns, he still had I think a couple, 1 or 2 drops last game. This one was just a really clean.
Right.
Everything. Sideline catches. He had a comeback route.
It
was spot on. Like just timing of everything was on. And if we keep getting this version of McMillan, look the hell out. This offense is scary.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So just wanted to point that out. And obviously Baker's having a really good year, probably his best statistical season so far, 32 touchdowns. Obviously you would like to see the interceptions lower, but that's just how Baker plays. I mean, he's going to have some of those. It's just, can he limit them? Can he keep them away from hurting the outcome of the game? That's going to be the important factor. But 70% completion, that's really good. 7.8 yards per pass. That's, I think, the best in his career so far. So that's really good. And 104 rating, that's very solid. So overall, good stats there. But let's end the show with the defense, and we'll get into it here. Let me bring this back up on the screen. Let's go full screen. And we're going to start this one off different as well. We're going to start with Lavonte David, number 54. He was outstanding as a linebacker, just getting after the quarterback. And this play right here, I think, changed the game because he hurt Justin Herbert on this play, and Herbert wasn't the same after it. I mean, you could tell it affected him. He went right after that leg. He knew where he was hurting. And he's like, I'm taking this guy out. And he did it. It was great to see.
And then check him out here getting through a double team.
Right.
From his middle linebacker position. You got Logan Hall. I can't believe this. Spreading it out right there. All right. And then the guard here gets a little too overcommitted to get the Hall. He splits the running back and the guard, gets in after it, brings him down here. Hall gets half a credit for this. I mean, it is what it is, but how about Lavonte did everything he needed for 2 sacks? But that is a grown man doing his job night in, night out, and I love to see it. I mean, you can't say anything better. Like, look at that, splitting the double team right there of a guard and a running back, muscling through. That's want to, and he wants to. He wants to win every damn game.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is leading by example. He is putting his best foot forward and continues to be an art of consistency and just making plays. They're utilizing him in different ways, which I love to see, and trying to maximize his ability. And then the defensive structure behind this was a lot better. I mean, they know they're blitzing. So guess what? What do you do if you're blitzing? Guard the short routes. Like make them throw the ball over the top. If they beat you, they beat you, but it will be a difficult throw nonetheless. And then here in the run game, this is a play you put on Twitter. He's just outstanding at doing this, coming downhill, diagnosing the play, fitting the gap. Look at Ryan Neal as linebacker. What does he do? He fills his gap.
Yep.
That's what you're supposed to do at linebacker, and it's awesome to see Logan Hall taking on a double team. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Like, this is great. Like, he actually used the technique properly. Just a lot of good stuff there, and the Buccaneers are stopping the run a lot better than they have in weeks past.
Right, and the Chargers fullback. Give this guy, like, look at the size of this son of a he was massive, like
He's a big
290.
dude.
Like,
Yeah.
Yaya's a big dude. He makes Yaya look average. Lifts him up, but still holding the edge. But David right there, you couldn't go nowhere. Like, they wanted to run the ball, and they just couldn't because effort like this. And then Levante again. Look at Logan Hall. Look at Logan Hall. What is going? Yeah, like you said, what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. But Levante getting after it. What do you have? 12 tackles on the day. Like getting
Yeah.
through a pulling guard,
Right.
a pulling tackle. Forgive me. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah. That's Slater. That's no joke right there. So, I mean, I just love, and again, I love the formations. You have it's basically 6-1-4 defensive look with one linebacker. You have 6 defensive line in on the front here. So they're running the ball. So you're matching up better because you got, or well, it's that 5. Sorry, I can't count. But either way, it's a lot better.
By this play.
Yeah. Either way, it's a lot better overall, and it allows Levante to make plays like this. And as we continue, again, just good defense here. Levante coming off the edge now, where he can be aggressive and make plays behind the line of scrimmage.
And you're going to tell me this isn't a Hall of Fame linebacker? This guy is all over the place.
Yep.
People are saying, oh, is he going to retire? He doesn't need to. He's too damn good. Why would you retire? Playing this downhill football, like it's going to be one of his best seasons of his career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And then here again, this is one of the third down situations, but I just love the coverage and style that they're playing. Again, they know they have, I think it's like 3rd and 10 here. So basically just funneling where you want this football to go. And again, you have tacklers in place to make this play. You stop them short of the first down marker, make it 4th down and 6, I believe. So it's just good concepts, and I like how they're playing this.
Also, look at the personnel. I mean, the only true linebacker on the field is Levante David, and then you have all DBs, literally all DBs, and then you have your 4 best pass rushers in the game. Love can't see outside. Love the way they were using JTS and Yaya moving around. And is he standing up? Is he going to drop back? What's going to happen there? You saw Levante blitzing from the outside. Look where Merriweather starts. Look where he ends up. I mean, it's just a lot of diversity, making the quarterback think, not just standing and giving away what you're going to do. Izzy and Tavier Thomas in the game. DBs all over. I loved it. Like using David primarily at linebacker and then having that many DBs in there. I mean, it's the creativity that we've been wanting all season. He's actually bringing it out now.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, here's another 3rd down concept. I do like that they kind of, shade towards, I think that's McConkey right there. They shade towards him. So again, they double him. You allow the corner route to be open, but still it's played well enough, even though this guy, again, it's open, he drops it, but it's affected because of the pressure that is created by Yaya Diaby and Vita Vea, running this stunt. Vea taking out 2 guys, and then Yaya getting in the face. You would like to see Dean play a little bit this better, just reading the ball. But again, still a good overall structure, making this a difficult throw for Justin Herbert.
Yeah, because there's pressure all day in this game. I mean,
Yep.
I think early on he was throwing inaccurate passes. Maybe his ankle really was that painful because there were some on that first drive. I know they scored, but he threw one literally almost into the stands, and there was no one hit him, no nothing, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" So they hurt him, but then with all the pressure they were sending, he could never get comfortable. There was no repetition of getting comfortable in the system because of all the blitzes that damn Todd Bowles was bringing. And look at
Mhm.
this. This is the fun, Todd Bowles. Keep it up. Look where Cansey's at. Look where Cansey is at. JTS in the middle, dropping back. You got a linebacker blitz where one guy leaves, another guy goes to help cover. You have men covered all over the field. Like I was saying, Merriweather playing conservative, but because everyone else in front of him is being aggressive. This is in unison, a team working together. We didn't see that weeks ago. And now all of a sudden
Right.
it comes to fruition. What was it? Maybe it was a personnel thing. Maybe it was a lack of communication thing, but you're doing more with less. Like I said earlier in the live stream, keep
Mhm.
it up. Keep it up because it looks fantastic.
Yeah, he was definitely uncomfortable after this play. That's for sure. I mean, taking this hit that he does from Yaya and Kansey, basically gets destroyed on the play. I thought there was going to be a flag, but thankfully there wasn't.
Look at
And
this.
then yeah, and then look at just the creativity here. This is on fourth down, I believe, and
Yeah.
moving Kalijah Kancey out from his blitzing position. Don't know where anybody's going to come. And then you have another blitz from the opposite side coming off from the DB, getting in the face of Herbert. And again, it's a drop by McConkey, but Cansey's right there to make the play. And just better structure overall. Just really nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. Look at all the men on the line, and it's a play that they needed it. And like I was saying, conservative safety, don't allow the big play. But everyone else in front of you, be aggressive. Know it's fourth down. Know you're down in distance. Know where the sticks are. Play what's in front of you. So if you can know they're going to have to get something quick, you can be aggressive here. Your corners, especially with their safety over the top help. And I loved it. I mean, that run to fruition. You didn't see Tyke Smith blitz often this game. And then they send him here on a crucial fourth down and they drop back Kalijah Kancey. I guess, hey, people got pissed off about Vita Vea dropping back too much. Let's drop back Kancey, who's literally a linebacker, 4.6 speed. And look at that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect all around. Loved it.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. I mean, that's the guy you want to drop back. And then here again, just more good overall defensive structure. Again, guys in position, taking, things away, making it difficult for Justin Herbert to complete this pass. Again, pressure getting through, finding ways to get after it, forcing him outside of the pocket. That's a tough throw to make. Like
Yeah.
if he makes that, then so be it. You live with that. And that's something that this defense needed to do early on. I think they were just too afraid to do it because they didn't have the two corners on both sides. And now you're seeing that. So it just shows you how key the health of the corners is for this defense overall.
Also, look at Anthony Nelson with the little chip to break up the route. Little bit hesitation. It's going to take longer for him to get open. McCollum, yes, he kind of overcommits, then has to recover. But still, it took him time to get open for this throw, and then he's on the move. Everything about this was like a hard play to make. And if you're going to make it, great, good on you. But it's not because the defense didn't do what they had to do. It's because
Mhm.
you made an amazing play. But
Right.
that's what it is. It's all about probabilities. Let's see if we can make it harder for them to get a first down, a touchdown, move the sticks, right? And
Mhm.
it's being creative with your alignments and not letting them know what the hell they're going to be coming, right?
Yeah. And now again, a few more plays here. I just love the use of JTS. I think they need to find a way to make him more of this type of linebacker. I know a lot of fans are disappointed with the sack numbers, but this guy is just so good as far as diagnosing and being an open field tackler, being a covered defender. He's such an X factor, and I think using him in different ways really plays to his strengths because he can make plays like this where he comes down in a hurry and can really close gaps. And I think that's important to have.
Yeah, like you said, recognition. It's not just his ability to cover, it's understanding what's happening in front of him, not just
Yeah.
getting to your spot and be like, okay, what's going to happen? It's
Mhm.
understanding when there's a screen, when there's a guy coming into your zone. If no one's in my zone, what do I do? Just stand there? No, I'm going to get the hell after it. Yeah, maybe it was delayed blitz, but maybe no one's there. The running back staying home. I get to go home and get after it, right? But
Mhm.
Anthony Nelson getting more playing time because of that fumble in Carolina, and he's performing. Look at this. They're trying to stop him. Can't. Ball has to come out faster. This should have been a catch, but still, quick throw, quick timing, forces an incompletion. And then
Yeah.
you know what? I'm telling you, I love the using Yaya on the inside.
Mhm.
We didn't see that at all. Weeks what 1 through like 5.
Yeah.
Why are we seeing it now? I don't. Again, maybe it was the Cansey injury earlier on. Look where Cansey's at too, next to Vita Vea, JTS, like the alignments and how they move all these puzzle pieces around. You gotta love it from the Bulls aspect, but it's just why is it so late right now? But it's
Yeah.
working and you're in first place.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was the one third down that the Chargers did get. Again, they were 0 for 6 on third down, but this one was converted because of a flag, so it doesn't show up on the stats. But unfortunate little tic tac here by Izzian. It kind of just nudges him there. I don't think it was a catchable ball. I don't know how this guy was going to get. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get to it, but either way, they got it. But great design. And then this is the one bad play of the defense. Like you can't allow this is going to be basically a 3-yard gain. You can't let this happen. You got to make that tackle. You got to wrap up and not let him get into the end zone. You stop him there at the 10, set up for second down, and who knows what happens, but got to make those plays. And that is something that just has been the bugaboo for this defense overall. The tackling, it's got to get better. Um, but there you go, guys. Defensively, Buccaneers played a lot better. Offensively, it's been kind of the same where they just keep continuing to score points and be effective. So that was really cool to see and hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts of the videos. We'll be sure to put those out. We'll probably split them up a little bit, give them their proper due, so you guys can watch them as much as you guys want. So really appreciate it. Mark, I think we'll wrap it up here with I don't why would it zoom in there. Zoom in very close. But yeah, just our final thoughts of this game and what can we expect for this upcoming game against the Cowboys?
Yeah, you just hope you stick with the same mentality, right? And
Yeah.
it is frustrating. It's a game where, yeah, Justin Herbert was hurt, or we took advantage. The
Mhm.
Cowboys have their backup quarterback in. Do they still have the same mentality as it's a playoff game and we need to win it? Because I
Right.
mean, the Panthers game, we pretty much should have lost that game.
Mhm.
Anthony Nelson saved our lives with that fumble recovery and
Yep.
kept us in first place, pretty much. Got us to this position. And this is just that was what, a week ago,
Mhm.
right? So it's not like you can't think you're that good of a team just yet. I mean, you got to
Mhm.
be consistent. Like, because we beat the Lions and then we got demolished by the Broncos.
Yeah.
We're a healthier team then. So a lot of this stuff is frustrating. This Bucks team is so inconsistent. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, we're that team. But at the beginning of the year, we're all saying this is a deep playoff team. It should be a
Mhm.
12-4 team, right?
Yeah.
Or 12-5 team, whatever. And now they're showing signs of it, but it's just so inconsistent. Like you just said, like first quarter, great. Second quarter, abomination. Second
Yeah.
half, like an all-star team.
Yep.
You can't have that and expect to win games.
Mhm.
And yeah, like we think these next few games are going to be easy. They're still division games. They're not. They already know us the best. And you said that best. Like you're going to chalk that Carolina game up to it's a division game. Canales knows us. I mean, what happens when it's at home? Like Bud Cannabis was saying earlier, we suck at home, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're great at all. I'm saying we are good enough to win every game.
Mhm.
But will we win every game is the question because
Yeah.
you don't know what Bucks team's going to show up. You don't know how consistent they're going to be, and it
Right.
is frustrating and head scratching. But
Mhm.
momentum's on our side right now.
Yeah, I think that's what we have to hold our hats on is momentum. Obviously, going into Dallas, I think it's a place. Obviously, we won before. We won there back in 20. I think that was what 22. We won up there. I think it was it 19-3. But anyway, it was a win. And I think going into this game, you should win. You're facing a defense that has struggled. They've been better of late because of Micah Parsons, but you should be able to find matchups. You should be able to run the football. Defensively, it's about committing resources to CD Lamb and making the quarterback rush his throws literally. His name, his name is Cooper Rush. So you need to get after him like you did over the past several weeks. Continue to utilize your players in the right way, take advantage of their offensive line. And I think that's where the Buccaneers have the strength right now. It's their front on the offensive side of the ball. It's the front seven on the defensive side. And that's what needs to take place. Obviously, health is going to be a factor. Can we get Mike Edwards back? Can you get some other guys back? Can Deion Jones come in and contribute for this team? That's going to be huge to look for. But I love the rotation of Ryan Neal and JJ Russell. I think you got to continue that. That was really cool to see. Merriweather has been a pleasant surprise. I like how he's playing the safety position. I think Winfield's probably out until probably the end of the season. Like if we make the playoffs, I would expect him to be back, but I don't expect him returning anytime sooner than that. I think they let him rest. And we'll just see how it plays. But yeah, the last three, those final two at home, those are going to be playoff atmosphere because they're going to be very important division games. Going to be probably closer than they should be because they are division. So yeah, we got a fun month ahead to finish up this season, going into the new year.
Yeah, and it's every game is a playoff game, and that I don't know why it has to be this way. It's a Bucs life. It just is. We don't do anything easy. We always beat our own selves, it seems.
Yeah.
But like also credit to Winfield. Winfield had an all-world season last year.
Yeah.
Like it was everything he did right.
Dude was awesome.
He just came down to earth a little bit and then got hurt. He wasn't dealing with any injuries last year. So, I mean, it's just part of it. And it's frustrating. It's part of the game. Last year, we had almost no injuries. This year, we have every injury under the sun. And it's I think a lot of teams are dealing with. Look at the damn Lions. Talk to them. So it's frustrating, but you got to keep going. Next man up. I know it's a quote they all say, but it truly is. Like, no one cares. Like, you think anyone cares? Mahomes has a high ankle sprain. I think everyone's cheering that on because good, they get to lose. But,
yeah,
I mean, no one's pity party for anyone. You got to win games that are in front of you. It doesn't matter what their record are. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm loving this win streak. But just stay consistent. Don't beat yourselves. If anything, just don't beat yourselves. I don't like this stuff of enabling Baker of, oh, he's just going to throw an interception. No, that sounds like Jameis Winston to me.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I think, obviously, the interceptions, you got to find ways to either eliminate them completely or try to limit them where it's not in a advantageous situation for the other team. So you just gotta be better on that part. And he knows that. He'll be the first one to tell you. So either they gotta scheme it better where he's not throwing into those situations, but he's just got to make the plays. I mean, they're there to be made. He's got to make them. So hopefully we can be more consistent. Run the ball. I think the second half running is awesome to see. Take control of the game. Best thing is for this team, they got to score first. When they do, they're 8-1 when scoring first. Hopefully that continues. Come out, get the ball. Don't kick off first. Take the ball. Use your offense. Put this defense in a position where they can be aggressive for 4 quarters, as we saw yesterday. I think that's the right mindset. And yeah, G Vegas says it here. Second quarter picks, they are the worst for this team. They got to find a way to just play better in the second quarter. But I think that's going to do it for us, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. A lot of great content with the film studies out there. We'll try to put that together for you so you can watch it individually. So let us know what you guys thought. Do you guys enjoy this type of content? You like this kind of style that we're trying to go with? We're going to do a lot more of this, obviously, in the off season. I'm going to try to ramp up the draft film study. I can't wait to get into the draft. I know that's a long way to go from now. There's going to be a lot of storylines to talk this off season. Liam Coen's going to be a big name. Todd Bowles obviously is going to be in conversation, and what they do personnel wise. But we don't have to worry about that right now. We're going to take it 1 week at a time, see where this team can go, and hopefully they can just keep on winning. We like to talk about wins, and obviously you guys do as well. So, again, appreciate all the support. Be sure to hit that like button, comment down below. If you guys are looking for something new to watch, I'm not watching Cobra Kai. Check out it's John Madden. It's in the game on Amazon Prime. If you guys have Prime, it talks about the Madden football and like the creation of it. It's really good. So be sure to check that out. Highly enjoyed that. But hope you guys enjoyed it. With all that said, we'll see you on the next one, and go Bucs.
Pat McAfee said we're going to Super Bowl. Let's do it.